Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to Kenny's Movie Palace for a review. The great people at MVD Entertainment sent me over 6 movies to review for you guys. I'm going to review one today. The other ones I've already watched, but I want to release them a day before it comes out. This movie that they sent over is right here. This is a screener for The Day of the Locust, a John Schlesinger movie. And you've heard that name before because he has done, I have some notes here, a lot of movies, and he won the Best Director for Midnight Cowboy, the first rated X movie in 1968 to win Best Picture. Anyway, this movie comes out tomorrow, December 5th, 2024. If you're watching in the future, it's already out. This movie comes in at 144 minutes. It doesn't seem like that long, so it's a really good, provocative movie about early Hollywood, and I'll get into that. The retail price is $39.99, and you get a lot of cool stuff with this. That is the box that you're going to get for it. And I'll just run down some of the bonus materials in it before we get talking about the movie. Okay, you get a reversible sleeve featuring the original and newly commissioned artwork. This is the newly commissioned artwork for it. Okay. Jeepers, I watched all the bonus features in it. The best one was Welcome to West Hollywood, a brand new appreciation by film critic Glenn Kenny. He writes for RogerEbert.com, and he also very provocative the way he talks about the writer of the original novel that came out in 1937 and Schlesinger's work. So that's a pretty good. I think it's like it was like 20 minutes long. And he takes a deep dive into the movie and the backstory about the old Hollywood. Jeepers Creepers, Where'd You Get Those Peepers? You'll hear the Louis Armstrong song as soon as you turn on the movie, and throughout the movie, it's sort of like a backdrop kind of song. It's a brand new visual essay on the film, and it's themes by the writer and film historian Lee Gamblin. Image galleries, exclusive behind-the-scenes photographs. It was pretty cool to see the behind-the-scenes footage with the director, directing the actors. The West Hollywood, I've already the Days of the Golden Age, costume historian. The costumes in this are absolutely beautiful. Alyssa Ross discusses the film's costumes in this brand new visual essay, which basically they show you what Karen Black and all the actors are wearing in the movie. A brand new oral audio commentary by writer and film historian Lee Gamblin, featuring assistant directors Leslie Aspond, Charles Azario. I apologize if I'm screwing up the names. Production associate Michael Chiders, and actors Granger Hines and Pepe Sema that were like basically like extras in the movie. Original restored audio, and by the way, this looked absolutely gorgeous on my TV, and I had the sound bar pumping, so it really the music in this is really gorgeous too. High definition 1080p, brand new 2K remaster by Arrow Films. This is an Arrow Films movie. They do great work. And you also get a booklet in there. I just got this, and I'm very blessed to get this, the screener for it. It was nominated for 2 Academy Awards, 2 Golden Globes, 3 BAFTAs. I'll go into the cinematography is absolutely beautiful in this. The whole movie has a really old school feel to it, and it really looks good. If you're thinking of like the atmosphere for this, think of Great Gatsby, the not the DiCaprio version, the original version with Paul Newman, not Paul Newman, um, Robert Redford. Sorry. It really looks beautiful. The movie, which is an animated character for the movie for which animated character Homer Simpson gets his name. That's interesting. I didn't know that. All right, going into the movie now. Academy Award winner John Schlesinger, and I'll put his credits, reunites with Midnight Cowboy screenwriter Waldo Salt. Waldo Salt was blacklisted by Hollywood in the 40s and 50s, and then made a resurgence, and he came back with Schlesinger and made this little movie in the 70s that won the Oscar called Midnight Cowboy. Nathaniel West, the critic Glenn Kenny gives a interesting thing about Nathaniel West was there's another Nathaniel West movie out there that based on a novel that he did, and they said that not in this, but I looked it up when I did more research on the movie, that DiCaprio was looking to do this movie, but he hasn't got the funding for it. So look for that in the future. That might be pretty interesting if DiCaprio gets his hands on it, and maybe Scorsese might take a spin at directing it. So that, and it's basically about old Hollywood too. So that would be kind of interesting. Painter Todd Hackett, played by William Atherton. Now, William Atherton plays every bad guy in a movie. He was the antagonist teacher in Real Genius. He was also the bad guy in Ghostbusters, and he was also the bad guy in Die Hard. Okay, so every time I see him, I think of a bad guy, and when I'm watching this movie, he was actually a good person in this one, and it's like, okay, I'm waiting for the scumbag to come out in this guy. So William Wither, and I didn't realize he did like a lot of, like, I seen him, his first movie, his big movie was the Spielberg movie Sugarland Express. I remember that one. But every other movie that I've seen, like especially in the 80s, he played such a bad dude. So he's working in the art department of a movie studio in the 30s called, it's the Golden Age of Hollywood. That's when they did the Hollywoodland. It was called Hollywoodland, the sign, and then they changed it to Hollywood. He falls in love with this aspiring starlet, Faye Greener, played by Karen Black. She was also in 5 Easy Pieces. She's sort of like a dim-witted, like, blonde who just thinks that, like, her looks are going to get... she's sort of like a Billie Holiday kind of character, if you know who Billie Holiday is. He graffiti and Pepe and a former forlorn accountant, Donald Sutherland. You guys know who Donald Sutherland is. Invasion of Body Snatchers. As Faye's careers fails to take her beyond the roles as other than an extra, her life becomes increasingly desperate, and her relationship with men take a darker turn, reaching a fever pitch at the red carpet premiere at the end of the movie. It's powerful. It's a really powerful scene that explodes into chaos. A bitter critique of Tinseltown's empty promises and lost souls, cheated by them, featuring lush, dreamlike cinematography of Conrad Hull, who did In Cold Blood, if you remember that one. And stunning performances by a talented cast of Day of the Locust. Now, I have a lot of notes for this. Just in one scene, you get John Hillerman, who was in Magnum P.I., a very popular stage actor. Robert Pine, Chris Pine's dad, who was in Chips for people my age. Jackie Earle Haley, He's in Bad News Bears. He plays Kelly Lee or Kelly Leak. Bo Svensson. Geraldine Page was an interesting cast. She plays the big sister in this. Um, she was like really popular in the 30s and 40s, acting, and had like a very long career as an actress. William Castle, the director that makes like all these like B movies, like Mr. Sardonis, um, 13 Ghosts. He plays himself in the movie, which I thought was pretty cool. I already explained William Atherton. Karen Black was very good in this as like a dim-witted starlet. Um, if you want to see something compared to her character, check out Born Yesterday. It was a 1993 movie with John Goodman and I believe it was Melanie Griffith. I think it was Melanie Griffith who played the like the Billie Holiday dumb blonde kind of character. Burgess Meredith was great as Harry. He was nominated for a Best Supporting Actor in this movie. He was great. Billy Barty has a part in it too. Billy Barty, for you people of my age, was the little person that was very popular in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. He's best known for Foul Play with Goldie Hawn, the salesman who comes in trying to get the sale from Goldie Hawn, and she thinks he's out to kill him. Donald Sutherland's great. I mean, you don't have to say anything more about Donald Sutherland, how good he is. And the director, John Schlesinger, is a very interesting man. He was doing more backstory on him. He was before he became a director, he was an actor, and he did a lot of theater work, and he also did a lot of television work also. But listen to these movies he did. He won an Oscar for Best Director he was nominated 3 times for an Oscar. He won for Midnight Cowboy, Marathon Man, Eye for an Eye, Pacific Heights, Falcon and the Snowman, Yanks, Believers. I mean, just in the 3 years, he did Day of the Locust in 75, Marathon Man in 76, Falcon and the Snowman in 82, and Midnight Cowboy, which he won an Oscar for in 78. So he was at the top of his game when he was making this movie. And this movie was kind of, it got because of its anti-Hollywood establishment, basically telling you how people react to this, the stars. And I found it was very well written. And the overall look, basically, I think this is what Babylon, the movie with Brad Pitt and Marion Cotillard, I always screw up her name. She's a beautiful actress, Academy Award winner. And I think that was kind of the look Babylon was trying to go for, but this one surpassed it. I gave it 4 out of 5 Whoppers. I thought it was fantastic. And it comes out tomorrow. This is the case for it. And it's a really, really sharp look at Hollywood in the 30s and 40s and how everything went by it. The price on this is $39.99. The picture looked beautiful. The sound, like I said, I had it pumping in here, and it was beautiful. That's about all I have to say. I want you guys to check this out for yourself if you haven't seen it. When I heard of Day of the Locust, I got it confused with another movie. And I hadn't seen this before, so this was this is one of those movies that you watched it for the first time and digest. I've watched it twice, and you find like little more pieces of it as you go back again. So I highly recommend this one. It comes out tomorrow, $39.95 on Arrow Films, and Arrow does a great job. And check out the special features. Don't just watch the movie. I mean, watch the movie, but check out the special features because they have a lot of very knowledgeable people that that go into like a deep, deep into the movie. And even when I watched the previews and the extras, I did my own stuff on the computer, and I had notes. So check it out. I don't think you're going to be disappointed. And again, I'd like to thank MVD Entertainment for sending over the screener. I have more movies coming to you that I've watched, that I've written more vigorous notes on. So come back, like, comment, subscribe, share it. Find a friend, watch it. It's a very good movie. It's a very dark movie, but I highly recommend it. So give it a watch. Guys, have a great day. Be safe, and say some nice things to each other. All right, take care.